Right, time to hop on the train for 2023. Let's roll! Right, so this time of the year it's always a bit weird. You get Christmas where you're feeling super festive, then the days after that is a bit weird. You don't even know what day it is. Then New Year's come, you have to be like super happy for one day, and then boom, it's January, start again. So this time of the year I thought it's like good to look back at how 2022 was and also look forward to what's lying ahead in 2023. Okay, so firstly let's look at how the year went. So if you check this year, you'll see that I did about 3,700 kilometers and about 39,000 meters of elevation gain. If you quickly compare that to the previous year, 3,400 kilometers with almost 40,000 meters of elevation gain. So the kilometers increased and the elevation gain was a little bit lower than in 2021. So my initial plan was to get into the mountains a bit more, to get a bit more elevation because of my planned races for 2022, but obviously that did not happen. And then here on the left you can see all the weeks for the whole year. So the plan is to get these bars kind of in a straight line so that you are consistent, because the most important thing is to be consistent. And in this view you can see the months. So you'll see that I was about at 300 kilometers per month on average, I would say, except for this month again because of the challenge. If you look at this screen, it's broken up into every single day. So the green is obviously when I ran, the white is when I did nothing. So I think in general, if you just look at the whole view, it's okay. Okay, so now the actual racing calendar for 2022. So I always try to plan it out in the beginning of the year just to get an idea of what I want to do. So the first one that always goes onto the calendar is my local marathon here in Kralove. So that's always there. Whether it's going to be fast or slow, that depends on what's happening in the first part of the year. But yes, that's the one that always goes on first. Then I always try to do a spring marathon, a long race in the mountains in the summer, and then if I'm lucky and it's possible, an autumn marathon. Okay, and also some more information about the individual races of 2022. Started off with the wine marathon in Germany. Went to visit my German friend who lives in Mainz, and the name of the marathon ended up being quite accurate of the race, because rocked up the morning of the race still drunk from the party the previous night. So yeah, was very interesting wine marathon in Germany. After that, summer race, 100k race in Austria around Salzburg. Really nice run in the mountains there. Then that moved on to Comrades in South Africa, which was probably one of the most special races I've done in my life. Running the first half of the race with my good friend from South Africa. Had a really good time, but the race overall not great. I was cramping for almost the whole race, like from, I don't know, before kilometer 40. So all in all, race not a very good experience, but yeah, running with my friend really special. After that, my local marathon in Kralove, just took it easy, picked up a group of runners and just enjoyed the day. Later that month, Amsterdam Marathon, probably the coolest marathon I've ever ran. Really nice, also just took it easy. As these big city marathons, I always just try and take in the moment, you know, not push for a time or anything like that. So you'll see the red ones are the ones that I know that I'm gonna do. It's for sure, it's locked in, paid for, booked, everything good to go. And the other ones in black, those ones kind of get added to the calendar as the year goes on. And also each year I try to run PBs in 10k, half marathon, marathon. So in the beginning of the year there was a half marathon in Viskajmito. It was a horrible choice for a course to run a fast time because it was like quite hilly for a half marathon, but I managed to get a PB there. I think it was an hour 24 and 4 seconds. And then late in the year there was a 10k race, which I've done a couple of times, so know the course, but managed to get a PB there as well. I did not have time to give the marathon a good crack last year. Things just didn't work out like that, so I'll try and fix that next year with a fast marathon. yeah, at the end of the day, fast times are cool and nice, but I just want to get out and have a good time, you know, like it's just nice to be out in the mountains on the road and then try to run fast in between and see what happens. So that brings us to the new year, which gives us new possibilities to go faster, longer, higher. So each year I'm trying to step it up a bit and faster marathon times, longer in the mountains. So yeah, that's again my plan for the year. And the ultimate big goal is to run a 100-mile race, so 160 kilometers in the mountains. That's the ultimate goal, but it's scary to think about running 160 kilometers. That scares me. So I was looking for something this year, but then in the end I decided to just take it easy, or wait, not easy, but not to make that big of a jump. And I found a 130-kilometer race in Poland, which is just next to us, and not a lot of climbing, so about 4,000 meters of climbing. So that is a bit of a step up in the distance, but not that crazy. And to go faster, I've already entered Milan Marathon, so I'm gonna give that a massive crack and see if I can go sub 3 in the marathon. The first 3 months of the year will be fully dedicated to that, do a lot of speed work, more marathon specific stuff to see if I can do that. And then there is also this race in Czech Republic called Beskidska Sedmička, so they call it B7. Very, very popular race in Czech Republic. You go over 7 summits and lots of people, big organization. So I've wanted to do this race for a very long time. And then I would also like to do some like personal projects again, because I really enjoyed that November half marathon challenge. So maybe after the Milan marathon, I would have to focus a lot more on elevation also for these coming races. So there are some plans I have in the Czech mountains that I might be able to fit in here before these 2 big races. Right, let this be your motto for 2023. When lazy and in doubt, just go run, you lazy mother.